When you hold me, I'm alive. We're like diamonds.
Hello everybody and welcome back to Broody Elf 22, or as my Steam name would have you believe, I am the android sent by Cyberlife, sent to find Daniel to help him and stop him from making a terrible mistake. But anyway, in this video, let's not beat around the bush. As you can see, I am a rank 4 survivor. And I know that rank 4 sucks, much like the purple ranks do, much like the green ranks do, and yellow being the place I am most happiest in this game. Now, I want to say a few things about this game because this game is incredibly toxic, and I don't mean toxic flashlight clicker, or butt dancing, or just general trolling from the survivors or the killers, right? Camping, tunneling, not toxic. Flashlighting, butt dancing, not toxic. But what is toxic is the community that thinks they have the right to hate other people for the cosmetics that they wear, for playing the way that they do, for using the perks that they do. And people who say that I don't deserve to be in red ranks. I've always said that I'm a noob who plays Dead by Daylight. I'm not going to deny this. I am not that great at the game. I'm subpar at best, but I'm also not that bad. I'm better than yellow ranks, green ranks, purple ranks. I do belong in red ranks, in my opinion. You can disagree with me, that's the beauty of opinions. But I can't do a chase to save my life. In fact, I'll even include some footage of the games that I've recorded over the last few days to show you what I'm talking about. I can't do a chase, okay? I can't survive a chase. I play very stealthy and information heavy. And when I say stealthy, no, I don't mean quote unquote baby Dwight running off to a corner and self-caring. Although, we will talk about my perks in a minute, and I have actually considered putting self-care back on simply because the point system in Dead by Daylight is not great. Most of the time my games consist of me doing 3 to 4 generators in a game, while my friends, my other survivors, run around getting themselves killed by unhooking in the killer's face using borrowed time and decisive strike and dead hard and things like that, and they go down very easily and die very quickly. I will even include footage of that from a legacy Dwight who looked pretty much exactly the same as I did, but died first, and then called me out in in-game chat when I'm the one who did the most. I also take out... Okay, no, let's talk about that in a second because I said I'd talk about my perks in a minute, right? But these people have a go at you in the in-game chat and say that you're not good, and oh my gosh, how are you rank 4, blah blah blah. You don't need to be good at chases to be at rank 4. Is it required to be at rank 4? Do you have to be good at chases to be a red rank? No, you can play the game however you want. As long as you're having fun, that's all that matters. I couldn't give a damn what the other survivors have to say, because I'm the one who got us an exit gate. I'm the one who got screwed over by the point system for capping out on objectives and stuff like, and boldness and stuff like that, because I helped my team, while you guys decided to throw your lives away in the very first 2 minutes and 30 seconds of the game. I might be wrong on that, but I will include the clip of this just so that you guys can see how long it actually took. I can't do a chase. Do I use Dead Hard? Do I use Decisive Strike? Do I use, I forget what the other one's called. Borrow Time. No, I don't. I don't use these perks at all. I use very information-heavy perks, and in fact, let's go look at my perks now, and I'll explain them to you, as well as showing clips of how I use my perks. But before that, just real quick, I don't care if anyone calls me a baby Dwight for using this skin. I like this skin, and I think it looks good on Dwight, and I don't care that people are going to be like, oh, you're such a baby, you played the game so badly, how are you in red ranks, you're boosted, blah blah blah. I don't care, okay? It's a game. Alright, first we have Open-Handed, which increases my aura reading ranges of all my aura range perks by 16 meters. Then we have Small Game, which, because if you didn't know, the meta for killers right now is Hex Ruin and Hex Undying, or Hex Devour Hope as well. I've seen those as well. But they always take Undying with them so that whatever hex they're using, whether it be Devour Hope or Ruin, gets transferred somewhere else, unless you take out Undying first, but then you still have to deal with either Ruin or Devour Hope. So I use Small Game to take out totems and also to give myself the boldness points in order to get a decent amount of blood points at the game to make it worth it for me, because the game does not really provide any incentive to do any more generators once you've actually capped out. Unless you care about surviving and getting out of the trial, which I don't really, because it's a game and I will play for fun, not to win. I will not sweat over this game. Then I use Bond, which gives me 36 meters to see all my friends, which means that with Open-Handed, I get an additional 16 meters to this, and I can see wherever my friends are, and I'll include the clip where I can see my friends from at least halfway across the map, throwing their lives away to a killer that can be seen with Kindred with 16 meters range, boosted by another 16 meters range for the Open-Handed perk. And I can see the killer going at least halfway across the map with this perk, so I know if it's safe to unhook one of my friends, or I should hide because he's heading in my direction towards a generator I was working on, or if I'm next to one of his hex totems, I need to leave, hide in the locker or something like that, because he's coming to kill me because he's got barbecue and chili or something like that. So, do I use any of the meta perks with my build? No I don't. I use very information heavy builds, coupled with Open-Handed, because I can't survive chases. So, I do the smart thing. Instead of hiding in a corner like a lot of Dwights do, or just a lot of characters in general who are at the level 20 somewhere rank, I do totems, because at least I'm still doing something, and if it turns out that the killer has Noed, I have officially crippled his endgame, which is downing everyone very quickly with Noed, because in red ranks people are very altruistic and can be screwed over very hard by Noed, so I take Small Game. I actually had a game the other day where I didn't record it, but I was the sole reason we didn't get taken out to Noed, and we were able to save the last member of our team, and we got out the exit gates because I 99'd it. Because on Yamaoka, the last totem, which got pinged by Small Game, was hiding in bamboo right next to the exit gate, and I wouldn't have even known it was there because I can't see it, and I cleansed it and it was Noed, and yeah, we got out, we saved the guy, because we wouldn't have been able to do that with Noed, unless one of us wasted precious time in the end game trying to find it. This Bond is also great for helping me heal survivors if they're injured or seek healing, because I used to take self-care, and like I said, I'm really considering putting self-care back on for the survival points, but I don't know what I would decide to give up for it, because Open-Handed and Bond are definitely staying. Kindred, I guess I could live without. Small Game probably definitely could live without, because a lot of people I have faced do and don't use Hex Undying, Ruin, and Devour Hope. It's a mixed bag, honestly, but it is nice to have just in case. But yes, unfortunately, I can't do chases. I know that's a big deal for a lot of toxic, actually literally toxic survivor mains who will send you death threats because you're not good at something, and say, you don't deserve to be in red ranks, you're ruining the game for all of us, I hope someone, you know, dies, or I hope you die of cancer, you swear words and all this sort of stuff. I've had it all, okay? I've been in red ranks for a while. I know I'm only level 4, but I've seen a lot at this point. Also, being in red ranks is fun, because last night I was able to play with one of my favorite YouTubers, Tyrodin, who does the Reinhardt videos, and that was really quite awesome. And there's a video coming out of that, but this one I think will be going up first. So You guys will see that later, and you'll see how I play like a potato. But as long as I'm having fun, I don't care. Something that Survivor mains like to complain about a lot is NOED and how it's too overpowered, but they never do totems. No survivors like to actually do totems, so I like the fact that I do totems because NOED has been showing up in a lot of my games. And I like to counter NOED by doing all the totems so that it can't spawn, because NOED doesn't spawn until the exit gates are open, and then you're dead, because it spawns on a dull totem. So if you do all 5 totems, which I like to do in most of my games, then yeah, I take out NOED very easily. Also, something I will say about self-care is that players in the red ranks really don't like self-care, apparently, because one game when I was playing Dwight and we were going up against a Michael and he kept hitting tier 3 Michael because everyone just kept standing there so that they could get stalked and he could get to evil within 3. I was using self-care on Dwight, and during his evil 3 phase I like to not be anywhere near him because I can't do chases and I'll die. So usually staying in a safe distance to be able to see the characters with my boosted bond, I sit somewhere and I will self-care, usually next to a generator or a totem I plan to do sometime soon or something like that. And this one Meg kept running him, the killer, directly towards me to get me killed because they didn't like the fact that I was using self-care, and in their opinion I was quote-unquote hiding in a corner self-caring, which I wasn't. I was somewhere halfway in the middle of the map. And then the second time they did it, I was next to an exit gate. So a Claudette was on the exit gate getting exit gate. I had nothing to do in the meantime because the Meg was also being chased by Michael again in tier 3 Evil Within. So I sat next to the exit gate, self-caring, so that I didn't take up anyone's time while they were doing the exit gate or chasing. I just sat there doing self-care to get my survival points, and they ran the killer to me again, and I died in that trial and didn't make it out the exit gate because this person decided they were going to hate me for using self-care, and they even told me in the endgame chat that I was a quote-unquote Dwight in the corner self-caring. Sorry, a baby Dwight in the corner self-caring because I was using this skin on screen. I don't understand why it matters what skin I use. If I like a skin for Dwight, I'm gonna use it. I really don't care what you have to say. It's a game and I will do what I want. Granted, I guess you had the right to do what you want and run the killer to me twice, which was bad sportsmanship, but it's a game. You do you, boo. I don't care. Just think it's a little stupid that you wanted to kill someone over a perk that's in the game that actually helps them get blood points. But anyway, I don't like using self-care because it takes too long and I like finding my friends, but I also don't say no to getting survival points from self-care if I'm not interfering with the gameplay. And even if I was, I don't care. It's a game. I will do what I want in a game and I will have fun in a game. And if you're gonna get toxic at me in the endgame chat, then that's not my problem. If you want to send me death threats because I use a perk that's in the game, that's also not my problem. And the problem is you, not me. So yes, I am red rank and I use all of these perks, and I don't have a problem with anyone who uses meta perks, but I also don't agree with them thinking that the only way to get to red ranks and the only way you deserve to get to red ranks is by using meta perks. This is a game. I've never cared about the game, okay? It's a game to me. All games are a game to me. I play Apex. I'm good at 3v3s in the new arena that opened up, and I kind of go a little bit try-hard in those, but I also don't care if I die because it's a game. I don't get angry at games because I know that it's a game. So, something that I really appreciate about Spook and Jukes, even though I know a lot of you hate him because you think he's toxic and he sucks and whatever, I like him because he knows that this is just a game. He just plays the game as a game and he has fun. And he makes fun of the salt that people give him, because that's the way you have to be in this game, because this community is one of the worst things I've ever seen. I've played Apex for almost 1,000 hours, and I have never encountered such toxicity and hatred in that game as I have in this game. It's really quite bad, and I think the more people who realize this is just a game and you need to have fun with it and do what you want and not care what other people think, the better it would be for this community. Because I had someone the other day who was playing Legion. He wasn't the skill level I was. He was level 17, but because the new matchmaking came in, he's being paired with other people. And he apologized in the endgame chat for not giving us a boring game, and I asked him why, and he said, because I'm not on the skill level you guys are, you probably want to go against someone who's your skill level. And I'm like, dude, as long as you're having fun playing the game, who gives a damn what the other survivors think? This is about you. You're the killer, you're the one who plays the game and affects everyone else. Just do what you want. Don't worry about what the evil toxic survivor mains have to say, because they're horrible. You know, if they're gonna have a go at you for playing a game, then that's on them, not on you. You play the game how you want. You do you. I can't say that enough. Just enjoy the game for what it is and play it and have fun. Who cares if you're not on the skill level of someone else? Just have fun. Don't care about winning. It's just a game. If you want to win, and that's fun for you, then you win and you have fun. But don't get mad at the game if you're not winning. It's just a game. I know that goes for both sides with survivors and killers. Like, just have fun with it. Don't worry about what anyone else says. Toxic survivor mains are a thing, but also toxic killer mains are a thing too. I have personally not encountered any of them, and I have encountered a lot of horrible people on the survivor side. But yeah, I know it goes both ways on other regions because I'm playing on Australia, obviously. But this has turned into a very long rant. I just want to say that this is what I use. I deserve red ranks. And I don't care what anyone else has to say. Because it's a game, I'll play it how I want, and I won't use your meta perks if I don't want to. But I favor information heavy perks because, unfortunately, due to disabilities that I was born with, I can't learn or adapt or do what other people do. Then I will play how I can to make the game fun for me. Get away from me. Oh, I'm dead. Tree, not OP. What did he do? Let me try again. Do I miss skill checks all the time? Yes, I do, because I've mentioned this in a diamond painting video that I've done. My hands don't work properly. I can't hit the space bar, and my hands are very small as well, so any other keys that I could use to bind for like doing generator skill checks and stuff wouldn't really help me. But yeah. I play the game how I want to have fun. I don't care what anyone else says. If you have a problem with me using open-handed, small game, Bond, and Kindred, that's not my problem. Perks are in the game for a reason. If I'm the one to be because usually in most games I'm the last person to be hooked. Like, everyone else will be on 2 hooks, they'll be on death hook, and I will have not have been hooked once or even found by the killer, because Bond lets me see when I need to do something to save my life. But I'm still productive because, like I said, I get 3 to 4 generators while everyone else is doing goodness knows what. And I get rid of Ruin, Undying, and Devour Hope, and Noed for the endgame. So, be toxic at me all you want in the end chat. I don't care. I'm playing the game how I have fun. And thank you for coming to my TED Talk, everybody. This has been a video on Dead by Daylight by BroodyF22. I hope you enjoyed, learned something, maybe give Spook and Jukes a watch. Learn how the game should be played and appreciated, and not treated like real life at all and kept separate. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video. 안녕히 가세요.